Preparing for a U.S. visa interview involves understanding the types of questions that might be asked and formulating clear, honest responses. Here is a sample of common questions along with guidelines for how to answer them effectively. Sample questions and suggested responses. 1. Why do you want to visit the United States? 1. Answer: be specific about your travel plans. 1. Mention any places you intend to visit, events you will attend, or personal connections like friends or relatives you plan to see. 1. For example, I plan to visit New York to see the major sites like the Statue of Liberty in Times Square and to visit my cousin who lives there. 2. What is your occupation? 1. Answer: provide details about your job and your role in the company. 1. If you are a student, mention your field of study and educational institution. 1. For example, I am currently employed as a network engineer at company name, where I have worked for the past 3 years on various IT projects. How long do you plan to stay in the U.S.? 1. Answer: your answer should reflect the details in your visa application and itineraries. Be clear and concise, e.g., I plan to stay for 2 weeks, as my main goal is to attend a friend's wedding and briefly tour nearby landmarks. 4. Where will you stay in the United States? 1. Answer: provide the exact address of where you will be staying. 1. If you're staying with a friend or relative, provide their name, address, and phone number. 1. If at a hotel, mention the name and location of the hotel. 5. Who is paying for your trip? 1. Answer: be honest about who is funding your trip. 1. If someone else is sponsoring your visit, mention their name and your relationship to them and be prepared to show evidence such as bank statements or employment verification to substantiate their financial commitment. 6. Do you have family or friends in the U.S.? 1. Answer yes or no, followed by a brief explanation. 1. If yes, specify who they are and your relationship. 1. Be prepared to discuss how often you communicate and whether you have visited each other in the past. 7. What do you plan to do after returning from the U.S.? Unanswered, discuss your obligations and plans that require your return, such as ongoing employment, educational commitments, or family ties in your home country. 1. For example, after my visit, I will return to my job at company name, as I am involved in a significant ongoing project that requires my presence. 8. Have you been to the U.S. before? 1. Answer: simply state whether you have or have not. 1. If you have, mention the purpose of your previous visits and how long you stayed. 9. Why should we give you a U.S. visa? 1. Answer: focus on your intentions to visit the U.S. for tourism, business, and your strong ties to your home country, which serve as a guarantee of your return. 1. For example, I wish to visit for tourism purposes and have strong ties to my home country, including my job and family, which ensure my return after a short visit. 10. What is your salary? Answer: be honest about your earnings, as this question assesses your economic situation to ensure you have the means to travel without violating visa conditions. General tips. 1. Always answer honestly and stay calm. 2. Keep your answers relevant and to the point. 3. Provide supporting documents when necessary to verify your statements. Preparing thoroughly for these questions will help you present a clear and consistent case during your visa interview, which can improve your chances of success. Please follow our page for more interesting contents.